Yo, 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 what's good? We are live once again, back to back nights of boxing. It's a good weekend for boxing. Caught up on all my other sports. I was able to get everything in today, man. Got to watch my Cardinals beat the Bears. They go to 10 and what are they now? 10-2? So excited about that. Now, hopefully, we can segue into a nice main event tonight between Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz. So, I told everyone last night when I went live in the fight that I don't really watch these weight classes too much. Obviously, I know who Tank is. I know enough about Isaac Cruz to know that this is going to be an entertaining fight. Um, but I'm really going to be commentating live tonight on this fight on a completely unbiased viewpoint. I have no dog in this fight whatsoever, and I'm just going to be commentating as a fan of the sport, and hopefully give you guys what I normally do, man. I'll be scoring the fight round by round as I normally do, and in the meantime, as we get through these undercards, just chop it up. And I first want to say salute to SM, the first one in the building, man, an official member of the channel. I appreciate you. Always want to give a special shout out to all of the official members, of course. Arturo, also in the building, bro. Good to see you. And Vanil's Crew Clips. He says, what up, man? I can't believe you're commentating this fight. Yeah. Well, why can't you believe it? You should believe it. I try to commentate on all the big fights as much as I possibly can. I'm kind of getting into the groove. You know what I mean? And hopefully we get all of the subscribers and followers of Devon Says Boxing know, like, oh, there's a big fight. Devon Sense will be commentating live. And hopefully we start to get into that trend, because the main reason why I do this is because a lot of people are not able to watch the fights live. They're with family, they're at work, they're on the road, and there are very few channels out here who can actually commentate on the fight as it's happening live and give an entertaining value in commentary. So that's why I do it, really, because it'd be so much easier for me to just watch the fight on my own in the comfort of my own home and then just do a post-fight thoughts. But I enjoy this. I enjoy it. It doesn't really matter to me how many people join in. It's really for the love of the sport, and I just love commentating. Maybe this is something that I'll do in the future once I have retired from doing what I'm doing now, and I get a little bit older, and I'm not moving around as well as I can right now. So who knows? Maybe you guys are the beginning, or you guys are here to see the genesis of something big that might happen here in the near future. But look, I appreciate everybody dropping in. As always, hit that like button on the way in. If you haven't hit that like button yet, then you haven't wiped your feet before you enter the door. So let's make that happen. Also, we have a poll going. Let me know. As always, every time we have a big fight, I let people put in their little predictions in the poll so people can kind of see where people's minds are at. And so far, 80% are saying that Davis is going to win by KO and or well, I guess you can't do and either KO or TKO. Um, a small percentage saying Davis, and we have some people in here that thinks Cruz is going to pull the upset, and say 9% of the vote saying Cruz is going to pull the upset and win by UD. Big Dog Willie in the building. Good to see you, man. My man Don also in the building. And SM, exactly, bro. That's literally why I do this, man. For people like you who are stuck at work, unable to get away to watch it live, and I'm happy to do it. Happy to do it. Oh, Williams, what's good? He says, "Yo, Divine, been a minute. Work been crazy." Yo, I hear you, man. It's been crazy for me. For me, it's not so much work during this time. It's more of family and travel and that type of stuff during the holiday season. It usually starts around Thanksgiving and it's just nonstop until like mid-January. So for me, it's just I'm on the go constantly. Work slows down for me because I'm in the field of fitness and whatnot. So people stop training as much. Believe it or not, you would think, oh, wouldn't people train more because they want to get in shape for the holiday season? Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people just say, you know what, man, I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna cruise through this holiday season, and then I have my New Year's resolution. That's usually what happens. So in my industry, December is usually a slow month of people coming into the gym and getting some work in. So for me, I take that time to get my traveling in and be with the family and do other stuff that I don't normally have time to do myself because I'm usually on the grind. So, but I hear you, bro. I hear you. Stephen Paul, thank you, brother. Much love. Well, thank you, Stephen, for joining in. I appreciate you. Vinyl Screw Clip says, I thought you weren't interested in this fight, but not, but, but that's good, man. Yeah, I can see why people may have thought that because I didn't make a prediction. Usually, I hype it up. I make a couple videos about it. But for the last fight and this fight, I didn't do that. Partly because I was busy, and also I don't really watch these weight classes too much, man. I don't really watch anything below 147. So if you guys are just tuning in, I appreciate you. As I said, don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. That should be mandatory. That should be, something that we all do here to show love to the family, the boxing family we got going on here. We're getting ready for another undercard fight. I just literally opened my stream, so just trying to catch up here to see who's in the ring next. Those who are watching it live, just be aware that a lot of times I will be ahead of you or perhaps behind you when it comes to the stream just because of YouTube and the latency. If you're somebody like SM, it's not going to matter for you because you're going to be listening to my commentating as the fight goes on. Let me get my pillow sorted out, man, because I'll be doing these lives. I'll be going for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm not used to sitting that long. This is the only time I ever sit this long is when I do these lives, man. Good World, what's good, bro? He says, Divine, Diaz did not perform at his best against Haney. Haney did good. I hope Cruz pushes Davis to the limit. I hope it's a good fight, too. I do hope it's a good fight. I thought last night's fight was decent. But yeah, Haney was in control for the majority of the fight. So we got Sebastian Fundora. I heard something earlier about this being a title eliminator. So we got something at stake here. The guy's a southpaw. The dude looks tall. What is this guy? This dude's like 6'3". This dude is crazy tall. What weight class is this? This guy is like a tall rail. you get that with these Mexican fighters sometimes, man. Antonio Margarito as well, like real tall, lanky guy. I I missed the announcement of the other fighter who he's fighting, but this dude is just crazy tall. They look like maybe 147. I'm not sure what weight class this is. This dude is crazy tall, man. Jesus. Fundora versus Garcia. Interesting. That's me. What's good, bro? I see you in the building, man. Thanks for dropping by, bro. I appreciate you. So if you guys are just tuning in, we've got Fundora versus Garcia, Sebastian Fundora and Sergio Garcia. Welterweight. See? Damn, I'm good. I look at bodies and I just know. What did I say? I said, what are they at? 147? So this guy, Fundora, is a welterweight, and the dude is like 6'3". Just looks like this long rail. Damn. Rada the Prophet, bro. I see you, man. I appreciate you letting the people know to hit that like button. We got to get the likes all the way up, man. We are in here live. Looks like we got a few people in the chat, or sorry, in the poll saying Cruz is gonna get the KO or TKO. Okay, shit. Looks like the poll's getting a little bit interesting. Let's see if we get some more Cruz supporters in here. It may not be Cruz supporters. It could just be people going for the underdog. If you guys are just tuning in, I appreciate you. Like I said, hit that like button, as you guys know the drill there. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Stay a part of the conversation. You got to be subscribed for a little bit before you can comment. That just shows a little bit of loyalty and filters out the trolls, because there's a lot of them out there. You know what I mean? A lot of them out there. Omega Red in the building as always, man. Omega Red, my man, always coming in to tune into Divine Sense commentary. I appreciate you. Ka says, let's see what this Spaniard got. They've been doing well lately. Yep. Big Dog says tank haters more likely. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, man. Maybe they're just going for the underdog, man. I don't know. Ooh, damn. Fundora, bro. This tall, lanky ass dude just snapped Garcia's head back. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy this tall and lanky at 147. The dude looks like a rail for real though, bro, but he looks strong. He's got that long man strength. Garcia's still coming though. Garcia trying to stay in his chest to stay away from this long ass body. This Fundora guy, bro, he's so long that he can probably just go all the way up to like light heavy or something. You just like grow into that body. Dang. Snapped his head back, bro, by Garcia. Garcia's standing up straight like that. I don't know why he's like way off balance. He's like just standing up straight. It's like a rookie mistake. I just wanted to refresh everything real quick. I might do that off and on. Just refresh the stream a little bit. Just keep the quality up. It does that, man. It's like it knows when I'm live streaming using a lot of bandwidth. So anytime you guys see me drop out just for a couple seconds, it's just me refreshing. So if you guys are just joining, man, I appreciate you guys dropping in. We are watching one of the undercards here, Garcia versus Fundora, and it looks like I'm not sure if this is the co-main event. If somebody knows, let the people know in the chat. I literally just got on the mic right now. I don't know how many undercards we've been through and what's next for store. I do know this is a title eliminator. Fundora is 17-0 with 12 KOs. Garcia is actually 33-0 with 14 KOs. Not really scoring this fight. Just kind of loosely watching it. And also, just chopping it up here with you guys and looking at some other news in regards to Davis and Cruz. So the next fight is Sebastian for this. That's the one we got right now. So I think this is the co-main event. Right here. After this fight, we have the main event. Make sure you guys hit that like button as always if you haven't hit it. We got over 20 people in here. We should have 20 likes at the minimum. The poll currently is Davis, people choosing Davis to win KO or TKO, 69%. We got a few people in here saying Cruz is going to pull the upset. 14% actually saying, I think it's going to be a KO. I think Davis is going to get KO'd. So, either we got some Davis haters in here or we got people in here actually think the underdog's going to pull it off. A condo in the building, bro. Good to see you, man, as always. Thanks for dropping by tonight, man. Hit that like button. Get comfortable. Commentating live as usual, bro. You know how we do it. Anybody else other than SM who is not watching this fight live and listening to my commentating, do me a favor and just give me a real quick comment in the comment section here, just so I kind of know, have an idea of how many people are listening to my commentary and not able to watch the fight. Anthony Alexander says, big week in the box and I'm enjoying it. TV is muted. Listening to your commentary, man. I appreciate that a lot, man. It means a lot when people value my commentary. It's people like that keep me going and continue to do this type of stuff, man. It is Monday morning for me, by the way, on my side of the world. So normally it's working day. So I took some time off, man, just to chop it up with you guys. Go live during this fight. And I wasn't really going to do it, man, but people were hitting me up and was like, yo, Devon, man, you got to talk about this fight, bro. It's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good fight. So I thought, okay, man, I'll take some time off and do it. So backstage, Gervonta Davis is all gloved up, warming up on the mitts. So that's usually a indication that, yes, the main event is next. This co-main event just finished the second round, getting ready to go into the third round. Not really scoring this co-main event, just loosely watching it, reading the commentary. Big Dog Willie, official member of the channel, of course, he says, I'm not able to watch the fight. So I appreciate you tuning in, Big Dog. Kondo says it's not going to be an upset. Tank going to get Cruz up out of there. All right, y'all heard it from Kondo right here. Cruz about to get knocked out. Yo, Kondo, man, I remember a lot of people saying that Mario Barrios was going to be the one to stop Tank because he was bigger, taller, et cetera, and we all saw what Tank did to Mario Barrios. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. If Tank gets another KO, people got to start putting some respect on his name for real. So round 3 of this co-main event, Fundora, Garcia. If you guys don't know anything about this Fundora guy, this guy is crazy tall for a welterweight. Crazy tall. Crazy, just long and thin. But he's putting hands on this dude, Garcia. He's putting hands on him. Oh, nice right hand by Garcia there. He's trying to stay close to this guy. You got to do that, man. When you're fighting a tall fighter like this, a huge reach advantage, you just got to stay up in his chest and just dig. Just dig, dig, dig. Do some Rocky Marciano shit. Just dig to the body. Bob and weave. Garcia should have a bit more head work, though. It's just kind of coming straight forward. Eye to eye in the building, bro. What's good? Whatever happened to Sam Ingleton? Yeah, that's true. Where'd that dude go? Yeah, he was also big, tall, and lanky. Spice up the life a little bit. Get my green tea going. If you guys are just tuning in, man, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. We got over 30 people in here. We should have 30 likes. How we don't have 30 likes right now is beyond me. You know what I mean? So make sure that you scroll down real quick, jab that like button, and then tune back in. Vote in the poll as well. We got over 50 votes in the poll as of right now. 72% thinks that Davis is going to get Cruz up out of there. We do have a small amount of people, 13%, saying Cruz is actually going to win by KO or TKO. Chris Dent, what's good, bro? Thanks for dropping by tonight, man, and staying a part of this conversation here. We are live. We are in the co-main event. After this, we have the main event, man. Tank Davis, Isaac Cruz. Getting ready to go into the fourth round here of this co-main event. From what I've seen of this co-main event, it's pretty much going back and forth. I don't think one fighter has the particular edge on the other. It looks like Fundora does have some blood coming from the nose. I seriously don't think I've ever seen any guy this tall before in welterweight. It's just crazy. It's like Manute Bol in the NBA, just like tall, long, longer than everyone else. Damn, that ring girl, man, she fine as hell. Y'all see that, man? One watching the fight? Damn. That chick was popping. My man, eye to eye says, I say Tank gets him up out of there by the fourth. Damn, by the fourth? Shit. Y'all saying the fourth. Anthony Sauler. And my boy Anthony Sauler. That chick was popping. I be catching that shit sometimes, man. A lot of people don't pay attention. I've always be paying attention to the ring girls, man. I don't like them. I don't like them in the weigh-ins though. I don't like them just standing around, man. For me, move those chicks up out of there, man. It's about the men. You know what I'm saying? Get the men facing off. I don't want to see chicks out there with tits all hanging out and shit. I don't want to see that. But for the ring though, the ring walks, when they come out there and present the next round, I'd be checking it out. I'll be a boxer, man. I'll be distracted by chicks, man, walking. What was it, man? Was it the Ali movie with Will Smith? One of the ring chicks came in, and Will Smith kind of peeked over to the side and winked at her. That dude was setting something up for after the fight. You know Muhammad Ali, he be setting it up with those ring chicks, bro. We got over 40 people up in here, man. Make sure we get the likes all the way up to 40. You're not going to be able to comment right away. You got to be subscribed to the channel before you comment. That just shows a little bit of loyalty. And not only lets me know, but everyone else here in the comment section that you're here to talk boxing and you're not a troll. So subscribe if you're new. Hit that like button, and then you can jump in here on this conversation. No big deal. Yeah. My man Anthony says, yeah, the ring girls are fire tonight. Damn right. I start a petition. Start a petition about what? If you guys are just joining, this is the co-main event. Oh, Garcia just landed a big right hand on Fundora. But Fundora comes right back. Did anybody catch how tall this dude is, Fundora, man? He's got to be at least 6'3". At least. Looks like Garcia bleeding now. So before Fundora was bleeding from the nose, but it looks like now Garcia is bleeding. So we got some blood, man, by both guys. That was the end of the 4th round. Let me check out this ring chick, man. We'll see if the camera will pan on her again. I wonder if they're like, sometimes they rotate them. And sometimes it's the same chick for the whole fight. Oh, topless ring girls. Let's go. Hey, if it's pay-per-view, right? If it's pay-per-view, shit. If it's pay-per-view, bro, why not? Boom, big right hand by Garcia, man. Woo wee. This fight's starting to heat up a little bit. But you got two fighters in here, a lot of volume, both fighters throwing a lot of punches. So it's almost inevitable something's going to happen, man. A lot of punches being thrown. Willie Beecham in the building. If you guys are just joining in, don't forget to smash that like button. Now we got over 100 people in here. We should have over 100 likes. Let's get those likes all the way up. Show a bit of appreciation for the hard work and content. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, we're all here to support boxing. So hit that like button. It's free. Every like means that you're here to support boxing. I appreciate you. Also, go ahead and vote in that poll that's up in the chat right now. So far, 65% says that Davis is going to win by either KO or TKO. We got some people in here voting for Cruz. It's slowly creeping up now. Slowly creeping up for Cruz, making this poll a little bit interesting. And I'm curious to see if Davis will actually drop down below 60%. Let's see as people still trickle up in here. Corey Pope, what's good, man? From the land down under, from Australia, man. I appreciate you dropping by, bro. Chris says, yo, we got off on the wrong foot, but you have a good perspective on boxing. And I've been watching it for, I don't know, 50 years or so. And I appreciate your commentary. Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. No problem, bro. It's all good, man. The most important thing is that you're back in here and joining the conversation because you love boxing, and that's what it's all about. It's just respectful. At the end of the day, boxing's supposed to be a gentleman's sport, and that's how we conduct ourselves as gentlemen. I appreciate you. Corey says, Cruz by KO. Okay, well, now the chat is starting to get a little bit interesting. If you're just joining and you're not able to watch the fight live, we are in the co-main event, round 5 right now. Fundora versus Garcia, right? And it's been a pretty much battle for these 5 rounds. Fundora is probably at least 6'2", 6'3", tall, long, lanky dude. Got a huge reach advantage over Garcia. But Garcia is working, trying to stay in his chest and manage that huge reach disadvantage and height disadvantage. The volume has slowed down a little bit here in this 5th round because they did both throw some big bombs in that 4th round. If you're just joining, like I said, and you're new to the channel, I appreciate you stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's how you stay a part of the conversation. When you don't hit the subscribe button, then you lose out on good boxing commentary and good boxing content, right? So hit that like button, stay a part of the conversation, and the subscribe button, obviously. And we're going to commentate, or I will be commentating, but as a group here in the chat, we'll be chopping it up about the fight live, which is the main event. This is a fight that everybody's tuning in for, Tank Davis versus Isaac Cruz. There's a poll in the chat. Make sure you vote in that poll. Make your voice heard on how you think this fight's going to go down. And it looks like we just got below 60%. All right, we got below 60% now for the Davis, or for the people voting for Davis winning by KO or TKO. At 24% saying Cruz is going to pull the upset. The Diesel in the building. What's good, Diesel? That reminds me, Diesel, a long time supporter of the channel, even before this current channel, all the way back to my original channel, man. I do got to hook my man up, the Diesel, with a wrench. I appreciate you, bro, for the many, many years of loyalty to the channel. We're closing in on 200 viewers. If you're just joining, don't forget to hit that like button. It is free. Slip, jab that like button. Subscribe if you're new. And stay a part of the conversation. But nonetheless, if you just want to creep through the blinds, well, then I guess that's your prerogative. And thanks for dropping by. At the very least, we should get 100 likes. That is the goal, to get to 100 likes before this main event kicks off. If you're just joining, we are now in the co-main event. Round 6 now. Fundora versus Garcia. Fundora with a huge height and reach advantage for the most part. It's been going back and forth. Fundora is the much, like I said, taller, longer fighter. But Garcia, he's making it a fight. Garcia is actually undefeated. Fundora is also undefeated. He's got one draw. And this is a title eliminator fight. This fight right here. So something definitely on the line. I'm surprised they've been able to work at this rate here. Round 6, both going pretty much toe-to-toe for the entire part of the fight. Freddie Ruger in the building, bro. What's good, man? I haven't seen you in a hot minute, bro. Good to see you jumping in the chat. Hope all is good here on this holiday season. I was just telling everybody here earlier that holiday season is very, very hectic for me. For a lot of people, it's grind mode, right? You got opportunities to make bonuses at your work and make a little extra commission or whatever it might be during the holiday season. For me, it's travel time. This December is a time for me to travel, be with my family. I usually take that whole month to enjoy that. So yeah, interesting time here in December. And look, man, we've closed this end of this year strong with boxing, and as it should be, right? We were starved as boxing fans for the most part of this year. It seemed like forever to get the big fights that we wanted to see, but we finally did get Anthony Joshua and Usyk. We got Wilder, Fury. We got Plant and Canelo. Last night we saw Devin Haney. We got Porter, Crawford. And then tonight we've got Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz. So a fantastic end of the year. And like I said, rightfully so, considering on how much we've been starved of fights for the majority part of this year due to, as we know, the pandemic and whatnot. So, yeah, hopefully that will segue into a fantastic year in 2022 of great fights. If you're just joining, I appreciate you. We got over 180 people in here tuning in live. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way in. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Good World says, Divine, who do you believe is the most all-around complete boxer at the moment, any division? Well, that's always a tough question. Always a tough question. I would say that most people would probably have Canelo up there somewhere. A lot of people have him as pound for pound. Man, complete fighter, huh? Complete boxer. Wow. So basically, pound for pound, right? That's usually what it means, pound for pound best. That's really tough, man. I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. I haven't thought about pound for pound best in quite some time. Canelo's up there. Crawford is up there as well as being a complete fighter, pound for pound best. I typically don't put heavyweights in pound for pound. So Just letting you guys know on that. Some people do. I personally don't. Um, but I think I think it can change very quickly. Once we get the Crawford and Spence fight, which I do believe will happen, that's really gonna decide, in my opinion, on who's really the most complete fighter. It's just hard to give. It's hard to put Spence above Crawford because obviously Crawford has moved up, right? He's conquered other weight classes, and Spence has predominantly been a welterweight. But if Spence beats Crawford, we definitely know who the king of the welterweight division is. So if it's pound for pound, then yeah, it's a bit subjective with Canelo, Crawford, and yeah, I'm gonna go with those two for right now. But if it's off of skill and tools of the trade, then to me, yeah, I'm a big Earl Spence fan. I think he's complete. I think he's got offense and defense. I think he goes to the body well. He got power. I think he's got it all. And 147 pound division is 147 and 147 to 168 is like the meat of my interest in boxing. Those are the divisions that I watch the most. So welter all the way to super middle. And actually, now that you mention it, I'm curious to see what the actual rankings are currently, see if they've been updated for the pound for pound, and to see if I agree with it. If you guys are just joining, man, I appreciate you. We are in the co-main event, round 7 now of the co-main event. So we are creeping closer to the main event itself. We got Fundora and Garcia, round 7. It's been a battle for the parts that I have watched. I haven't watched it intently. I've watched bits and pieces of it. Just sitting here waiting for the main event, obviously, which is Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz. So just taking a look at the pound for pound. So I'll go ahead and share this with you guys as we're kind of chopping it up at the moment, waiting for this main event to happen. We got my man Trick Boxing in the building. What's good, bro? Thanks for dropping by. Andrew Charles also in the building. Yave in the building. Isaiah B in the building. Christian NWO in the building. So all of the loyal subscribers finally starting to file in. I know you guys would, man, as it creeps closer to the main event. I knew you guys would file in eventually. Oscar Moya, what's good, bro? He says, is Tank winning by decision or technical decision? I don't know if you're asking the panel or the chat or myself. But for me, I haven't even dropped a prediction about this fight yet. For the Devin Haney fight last night, I didn't either, and I just kind of threw one out there last minute. And before the fight started, I said Devin Haney will win by decision, and that's what happened. So since it's been asked, I guess I will throw my last minute prediction out there. And if you're wondering, oh, why Divine, man, why didn't you make a prediction earlier? Well, I just don't watch these. I don't watch anything below 147 very much. This is a big fight, and I'm here commentating on it, but I just don't watch it very much. It's just, I just prefer 147 to 168. So for a prediction, Davis Cruz. I'm simulating it in my head. That's what I do. I simulate it. It's like playing Street Fighter. I think Davis wins by late round stoppage. Maybe like 9 or 10. That's where I'm leaning towards. But I will say there is a small percent. That's my prediction, like 85%. But I would say there's a 15% where I'm like, Cruz is a pretty tough dude. Um, and he's got some skill. And I don't know why. I got a 15% feeling that Cruz might do something, man. He might do something. He might. I mean, it's just you got to have that. You got to have that speculation in mind. You just got to, because when we saw what Cambosos did to Teofimo Lopez, right? We see these situations, and I don't think that Davis is. See, the downfall of Teofimo Lopez was his arrogance and his overconfidence, and he took Cambosos lightly. So basically, Tank Davis doesn't take Isaac Cruz lightly, who was the replacement fighter, by the way, because he was supposed to fight Rolly, right? So if he doesn't take it lightly, he should win. And he should win in grand fashion. He's supposed to. But if he pulls a Teofimo Lopez and takes this replacement fighter lightly, Cruz might pull some. And if you bet some money on Cruz, I wouldn't feel bad about it. I don't know what the odds are, but I'm guessing it's probably like 6-1 or something like that. So you bet $100 and you're going to go with something that Cambosos did, you're going to walk away with $600, right? So I don't know, man. My official prediction going into the fight is I think Davis is going to win by KO or TKO, some type of stoppage, around 9, maybe 10, But like I said, man, there's like a 15% chance based off of my knowledge of the sport and how long I've been commentating it, man. It's just sometimes I get that little tingling feeling, you know? And I started to feel that like before the Teofimo and Cambosos fight, I got that tingling feeling when Cambosos knocked him down in the first round. I was like, oh, I think I knew at that moment that Teofimo was in trouble. Like I knew he was going to be put in deep waters. And that's exactly what happened. So, what I'm trying to say here is we're going to see from the first, second round what Davis's mindset is. If he comes in composed and disciplined, he looks balanced, it looks like he's got a game plan, then it's a wrap. Davis wins this fight easily. But if he comes in overconfident, throwing bombs and being reckless like Teofimo was, this fight can go the distance. You understand what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind, man, as we get ready to get into this fight. Jim Diamond in the building. What's good, bro? Always good to see you in the chat. Pablo Escobar. What's good, bro? What's good, man? I just wanted to share this with you guys as you guys are just joining in. If you guys are just tuning in, I appreciate you. We are in now round 9 of the co-main event, Fundora versus Garcia. I don't know who's winning this fight because I'm just chopping it up with the people in the chat for the most part. I've been going back and forth, watching it here and there. It looks like it's pretty much a toe-to-toe battle for the most part, if you're curious. But we are starting to creep slower and slower to the main event. What I do want to share with you guys, though, is the current rankings, because we were discussing that a little bit before I was asked about my prediction of this fight coming up. And so this is what the Ring magazine has for their pound for pound. So of course they got Canelo at number 1. They got Usyk at number 2. Crawford at 3. Naoya is in Naoya Inu. I'm not sure. Japanese names, man. Usually Japanese names are okay. I can read it usually, but that's a strange last name. Anyways, he's number 4. And Josh Taylor at 5. Earl Spence at 6. Juan Francisco Estrada at 7. Lamonchenko at 8. I don't know why he's still up there. 9. Another guy from Japan, Kazuto Ioka. And then Tyson Fury at number 10. This pound for pound list is a bit, I don't know, it's a bit chaotic at a first glance. Y'all could leave your comments and see and say if you guys agree with this list. If you guys are just joining, we're just chopping it up, waiting for the main event. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Stay a part of the conversation. That's how you stay a part of the conversation and get fantastic, unbiased, raw, and authentic boxing commentary. Anthony Alexander, I don't think Teo threw a jab in the first round. I don't think he did. He just straight bombs. Didn't set up anything. Just, lack of maturity, in my opinion. King says, so what's good, bro? He says, how long to the fight? It's 6 a.m. in South Africa. It's probably about 20 minutes away. 20, 30 minutes away. We're still in the co-main event. It is almost round 10 now. 10 out of 12 for the co-main event. This fight has slowed down immensely. It was back and forth and going crazy for the first 6, 7 rounds, but it's starting to slow down quite a bit. So my thoughts about this list, and this is the ring, obviously. Canelo at number 1. It's hard to dispute it. I have my feelings and my personal just my personal thoughts about Canelo, but at the end of the day, he is the undisputed at super middle. He's conquered many different weight classes, so it is what it is. I don't agree personally with Usyk. Not that I don't like Usyk. I think Usyk is the best heavyweight. And supposedly Usyk is going to fight Fury. There's a lot of talk that they're going to do that in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, we know because Tyson Fury can't fight in the UK. They try to paint it as like they're going to do this grand fight in Saudi Arabia, which whatever. But the truth is because Tyson Fury can't fight in the UK. So, call it what it is. But anyways, so you have Usyk there. I typically don't put heavyweights in the pound for pound. That's just me personally. Terrence Crawford being right there is fine. In my opinion, it should be 1 Alvarez, 2 Terrence Crawford. Have it in you there. I'm okay with that. Even though I think Josh Taylor should probably be 1 ahead of him. So for me, 1 Canelo, 2 Crawford, 3 Josh Taylor, 4 Inu, 5. 5. I might have to go with Estrada on that one. That's my top 5. That's my top 5 right there. And y'all can leave your comments on what you think about what your pound for pound is. But we'll jump back in here. Trick Boxing says, man, Ting brought out the city. Yeah, it's really quiet out there. If you guys are watching it live, you can kind of tell like it's really quiet in the crowd. People are starting to filter in, flow in, getting ready for the main event. We're now round 10 of the co-main event. But it's about to get lit. It's about to get lit. Once we get the main event popping, it's going to get lit. Those of you who are not able to watch the fight, I heard that some people had commented earlier that they're not able to watch the fight tonight because they're at work. So you're relying on my commentary. I appreciate you. And if you're just joining and you are not able to watch the fight tonight, and you're just browsing through YouTube to try to find some good commentary about the fight live, let me know in the comment section. And I just wanted to show some appreciation and love to you for choosing Divine Sense Boxing to be your source of commentary tonight as we commentate the fight live. And of course, as I always say, continue to repeat it because people continue to jump in here off and on. Make sure you hit that like button. The goal is 100 likes. Here's the crazy thing, guys. Here's the crazy thing, right? This is why I always say, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. A lot of these content creators out here, whereas I hit the like button, right? And sometimes it becomes very repetitive, but this is why we do it, right? It's not about getting likes necessarily. But here's why, man. We got a poll going, right? We got a poll going in the chat. We got over 260 votes in the poll. 260 votes in the poll, but only 89 likes on the live. That's why. That's why we say what we say. Before you enter the building, Wipe your feet off at the door, right? I ain't going to show up at your guys' house and just barge in through the door and take the chocolate chip cookies and head out. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of like, hit that like button. It's free. And that's that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, man, it's over 150 people discrepancy. Imagine if you were throwing a picnic, bro, and people just come down on your blanket, like 50 people just take your shit without saying thank you. And if you have hit the like button, I appreciate you more than you know. Andrew Charles, thank you for letting the people know, bro. I appreciate you, man. Xavier, the boxing nerd, he says, I can watch the fight anytime I want. I have the links, but I could care less about watching it when I have better things to be doing with boxing history. All right, brother. Well, do what you do, man. Hit up that boxing history. Taylor should definitely be ahead of Inu. Yeah, 100%. 100%. 100%. Let's work our way up to those 100 likes, people. Let's get it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. If you haven't voted in the poll yet, do that as well. We got a somewhat solid 24% of people saying that they think Cruz is gonna pull the upset and get a KO or TKO in this fight coming up, which is a bit interesting. But look, we are now in round 11 of the co-main event, Fundora versus Garcia. This is a title eliminator fight, if you didn't know. And it's been a pretty much back and forth fight. I have no idea. I haven't been scoring the fight, so I have no idea who's up, who's down, because I've been kind of looking at other things and chopping it up with the people here in the chat. But we are creeping very close to the main event. And typically when a co-main event ends early, you have a bit of delay before the main event. You know what I'm saying? Because they usually, when they do the timing and the scheduling, they just assume that every fight's going to go 12 rounds, right? So with that being said, because this fight is probably, based off of what I'm seeing right here, it's probably going to go the distance. That means that as soon as they read the scorecards and get these fighters out of here, the main event will happen very quickly, right? Because they want to stay on schedule because, of course, it's not only the fight, but they have the post-fight interviews and press conference. And so that's one good thing of watching the co-main event go the distance, because you know that the fighters will be coming in the ring very quickly. When the co-main event is ended early, it's kind of like, oh, shit, now we got to wait because they got to make up that time that the fight didn't go the distance. And by the way, I'm really looking forward to Kambosos and Devin Haney fight. I'm really, really looking forward to that fight. Really looking forward to that fight, man. I think that's going to be a hell of a fight. And you know what? To be honest with you, man, all of that talk that was out there between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez, man, it really makes you wonder, right? It really, really makes you wonder on who was ducking who. And it also makes you wonder, like, what Kambosos was able to do and how he pulled off the upset. It makes me feel like if the Teofimo Lopez and the Haney fight did actually happen, like let's say, for example, Teofimo, he beat Kambosos, right? Based off what I saw from Haney last night, I honestly, man, and obviously knowing, right, that Kambosos outboxed Teofimo, okay? So if Kambosos is able to outbox Teofimo, what do you think that Haney's going to do to him? So it's crazy how the boxing gods work, right? Because now we got Kambosos and Haney, which in my opinion is a better fight. I think it's a more interesting fight. I think Teofimo Lopez and Haney outboxes him 9 out of 10 times. And I give that one time to Teofimo because he's got that power, right? He's got that eraser. He can land something big. But 9 out of 10 times, in my opinion, based off of what I saw, before that, I would have said maybe 5 out of 10 times or maybe 6 out of 10 times that Haney would outbox him. Now, I'm like 9 out of 10 times. based off of what I saw Kambosos was able to do, makes me even more confident. So I'm looking forward to that fight, and we'll see if it actually ends up in Australia. I says I knew it was karma in the making, bro. I'm telling you, it was so many things, man. It was karma. It was, him showing an immense amount of immaturity and arrogance and overconfidence, and yeah, what goes around comes around. So we are in the final rounds of the co-main event, round 12 now. I think that this fight, from what I've seen so far, and I haven't watched every single round, every single second of every round, but from what I've seen, I think this fight I think it could possibly be a draw. This is a title eliminator, so you would hate to see a draw. But from what I've seen, I haven't seen either fighter really get the advantage on the other or over the other. So I feel like this might be a draw or a really close, like, split or majority decision. A minute 30 to go in this last round of the co-main event. If you're just stopping by, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, get the likes all the way up. Let the people know that we're in here commentating live on the fight, especially for those people who cannot watch it live, or perhaps people that are watching it, but they don't like the biased commentary. They prefer unbiased, authentic boxing commentary like Divine Sense Boxing. So make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Stay a part of the conversation. Last minute of this co-main event. Will one of these guys just empty the tank and try to finish it? I think it's a really close fight. Or will they both play it safe and hope that the scorecards go in their favor? Not always a wise decision if it's a close fight like it is. I wouldn't do it personally. If I know it's a close fight and it can go either way, I'm definitely going to empty the tank. At least the last 45 seconds or so, just go for it. If you get caught, you get caught. I mean, you might lose the fight anyway by decision, so might as well. Some people don't like the shame of getting knocked out, but sometimes losing a decision's even worse, because you're putting your hopes and dreams on the cards. If you get knocked out, and it is what it is. You got caught. You know what I mean? It's part of boxing. Ooh, nice left hook by Garcia. Fundora has wobbled up a little bit, but the fight is over. Garcia did end that last round pretty well. So we're going to see where the scorecards come. So the co-main event is finally finishing up. We're about to read the scorecards now. Diave in the building was good, bro. Salute to you, sir. Thanks for dropping by. Don says Lopez's lack of humility will stunt his growth as a fighter. And, I mean, not only that, but his dad, too. His dad got to go. And I hate to, step in and tell people what they should do with their personal lives and their families, bro. But, I don't care what you do in your personal life on how you have your dad. If your dad is there babysitting your kids all day, then all right, do what you want to do with your family. But when it comes to boxing, I look at the sport from an objective boxing lens, right? So what I see from your dad, it's not good. It's not a good look, man. And it looks like you're going backwards, not forward. That's what I see. Christian NWO, he makes a good point here. He says, I wish boxing had smaller gloves appropriate to each weight class. If a 250-pound man can use 10-ounce gloves, I think 150-pound men should use 6-ounce gloves. That's actually a fair point, bro. That's actually a very, very fair point. And if you're not going to do that, right, then you need to do it in a way where heavyweights wear 15-ounce gloves or 14-ounce gloves. They should wear 14-ounce gloves and go down from there if that's the way you're going to do it, right? But the fact that heavyweights can use 10-ounce gloves is a bit crazy when you think about it. And that's why heavyweights break their hands all the damn time, right? Even middleweights break their hands. But I agree. I agree. We got Goddess in the building. Salute to you. Thanks for dropping by. Let the people know who you got in this fight, Goddess. We got a poll going on in the chat. So go ahead and get your vote in. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you slip and jab that like button. Here come the scorecards for the co-main event. Wow. Big, wide scorecards. Oh, wow. They gave it to Sebastian. The Towering Inferno. The Towering Inferno. So he wants the unanimous. The scorecard's a bit wide, in my opinion. It was like 118 to 110, 117, 111. Wow. All right, people, we're getting ready for the main event now. The co-main event is now just finished up. Figure Fundora just got the decision. So they're doing their little post-fight ring interviews, and then next thing you know, man, we got the two fighters coming in to mix it up, man. Main event around the corner. If you're just joining, man, I appreciate you. Salute to you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Vote in the poll as well. Get your vote in there. Let the people know what you think. Anthony Alexander says he's going to be Charlo's mandatory now. Yeah, this was a title eliminator fight. Yeah, Fundora ain't that good, man. I agree, Diesel. I agree, man. I think Charlo takes care of him. I definitely think Charlo takes care of him. But you know, it's good, man, to have mandatories though. Keep the champions busy defending their titles. Main event on the way. Goddess says tank all day, every day, even on your birthday. Goddess coming in here, dropping some flow on us. So she's going for tank. If you guys are just joining, man, I appreciate you, man. I know a lot of people may be jumping back and forth between different channels, going live tonight, commentating on this fight, and I want to appreciate you and thank you for choosing Divine Sense Boxing for the person to do the commentary of your interest and entertainment tonight for this fight. Tank Davis and Isaac Cruz. Just a few moments away, I believe, probably the next 10 to 15 minutes, we will see this fight. Let's get these likes all the way up. At one point in time, we had over 250 people in here. We already have over 330 votes in the poll. We got to get these likes up. We got to get the likes all the way up. Uppercut, jab, whatever you got to do. Hit that like button. It's free. As all these content creators out here say, wipe your feet, man, before you enter the door. Don't come in and go into the cookie jar and not say thank you. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. Get the likes all the way up. We got Jeffrey Lopez in the building. Always good to see Jeffrey Lopez. My man Jeffrey always reminding people, hit that like button. That's what's up. Good World says Davis hasn't fought anyone yet, although he has a good uppercut. You talking about Tank Davis? Rashawn Hudson, man, what's good? He says, I don't know, bro. I got a feeling this is going to be a great fight. Yeah, I mean, I was just telling people the same thing, man. Like people were trying to basically say, "Yo, Devon, man, what's your prediction?" So I'm like, all right. I didn't drop an official prediction video, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on the fly off the dome, and I think Davis should win this by a late stoppage. Okay, but do not be surprised if Cruz makes this interesting. Do not be surprised. I won't be surprised. I've been around this shit way too long, talking about the sport way too long, man. Goddess, I appreciate you. Guys, main event is right around the corner. They're about to do their ring walks. You got Mayweather watching Davis doing his pad work. Mayweather looking like he wanted to get the gloves on and do the pad work. He looking like, man, Davis, step out of the way, bro. This is how you got to do it. James P, what's good, bro? Thanks for dropping by, man. Chris says you're fair and you don't mix politics with boxing. Yeah, man, I try my best not to. I try my best not to. And I appreciate the comment, Chris. Rashawn says, yeah, bro, I don't want to make a pick. Sometimes it's hard to make a pick, bro. Joey Chaz. I believe the fight is on Showtime. I believe it's on Showtime. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, make sure you guys hit that like button. Don't knock on the door and then turn and run. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. It's free, and you might as well vote in the poll as well. The poll is up. Let your voice be heard on who you think is going to win this fight and how. Currently, with 364 votes, we got 52% of the people saying that Davis is going to win by KO or TKO. We also, though, have 26%, which is actually a quite surprising percentage here, where people saying that Cruz is going to win by KO or TKO. So very interesting poll there. The poll will be closed once the first round starts. I'm going to end the poll. So if you haven't voted, make sure you vote. And then it's just a matter of letting the two men fight, and then we'll figure out, you know what I'm saying, who's going to come out victorious. And by the way, anybody interested in becoming an official member of the channel to gain some perks, to get some exclusive videos, to get your custom emojis, then just click that join button. It's right there by the like button. Hit that join button, and for a couple of dollars a month, support the channel and become an official member. And I appreciate you. So, remember, guys, I told you, man, I said earlier, if the co-main event goes the distance, the main event will start quickly. And here we go with the national anthem. See, I told you guys, man, y'all need to pay attention to Devon Sense Boxing, bro. I just keep telling you guys. Keep telling you. So we got the national anthem of Mexico coming up. I wonder how many Mexican fans are in the building. It's like Cruz is all decked out in black. You got the black going on with the black sombrero. For all the people out there not able to watch the fight, I will be here commentating, giving you guys, which I guess what you would call in boxing, play-by-play, punch by punch. How about that? I don't know about that. I don't know if I can commentate every single punch, but nonetheless, I will be commentating round by round, scoring the fight as well, and hopefully doing it as entertaining as I possibly can throughout the fight. For those people who either, one, can't watch the fight, or two, watching the fights, but they prefer an unbiased commentary, and so they mute the fight. I appreciate you, and that's what I plan to do. Currently, we have according to my stream, all right? So remember, guys, because of YouTube, latency, whatever, my stream to you, watching it live, I'm probably going to be behind you guys a little bit. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. For the people not watching the fight, it's not going to make a difference because you're listening to my commentary. But right now, currently, the Mexican national anthem just finished. So now we're going to get ready for the U.S. national anthem. People starting to file in, man. File in, hit that like button. Don't abandon that like button. I see y'all filing in, man. I appreciate you finding the video, the live stream, because you guys want to try to catch the fight, either commentary or the fight or whatever it may be. Don't abandon that like button, man. Hit that like button. Vote in the poll. All right, American National Anthem going on right now. Davis got the yellow and purple and white. Yellow, purple, and white. Shit, I gotta get a piece of paper so I can score this fight. My man Uberfly in that super chat says, "Wifey, be like who you talking to?" But I'm gonna check in when I can. Laugh out loud. I feel you, bro, man. I appreciate that super chat, man. Uberfly, bro. I hear you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, come and check in, man. We got the American National Anthem about to finish up right now, and then we got the ring walks. I got my piece of paper here. Leonard Ellerby, man, he loving this shit, bro. Leonard Ellerby loved this. Look at him. He's got his nice little white suit. Little white suit looking like Casey and JoJo in there. He got a little Casey and JoJo suit on. Y'all remember how Casey and JoJo used to dress for their music videos? That's Leonard Ellerby right there. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. Yo, if y'all coming in for the channel for the first time, man, make sure you hit that like button. That's how you stay a part of the conversation and be a part of great boxing commentary, is hitting that subscribe button. That way you are plugged in. Hit that notification bell so you never miss any time I go live. All right, guys. So don't worry, you won't miss any information or any commentary. If there's a little bit of silence, it's just me. I'm preparing my scorecard here. We're getting ready for the ring walks. National anthems are done. So it is time, man. It is time. Just setting up my scorecard here. I will be scoring every round. A lot of celebrities in the house. We got Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce in the building. All right. Scorecard set up. Omega Red said, I'm going for Tony Jaa. Tony Jaa, man. He's a legend. He's a legend out here in Thailand. So, tail of the tape. 5'5.5" for Tank Davis, 5'4" for Cruz. They both came in at 134. Davis has a reach advantage at 67.5. Davis is 25-0, and Cruz is 22-1-1. The big thing, though, for Davis, though, obviously, is that 25-0 and 24 knockouts. This dude's got like a 98% KO ratio. That's crazy for this weight class. That's crazy. That's some heavyweight shit. All right, now they just introduced Cruz, making his way into the ring. Like I said earlier, he's all decked out in black. Got the whole, you got the Mexican eagle on the front. And it's got the black sombrero on. He's got I'm guessing a Mexican singer next to him who's dressed all in red and black. And I don't know, man, he's about to sing one of the I'm trying to listen what song he's going to sing. I grew up near the border of Mexico, Arizona, by the way, guys, so I know some of these songs and know a lot about the Mexican culture and whatnot. Viva Mexico, Viva Mexica. Yeah, I think I've heard this song before. So I'm sure we got a fair amount of Mexicans, man, in the crowd for sure, bro. Definitely for sure. Man, does Cruz have a chance? Guys, don't forget to get your vote in the poll because I will close this poll once that first round starts. Right now, we got 51% of people saying Davis is going to win by KO or TKO. And we've got a fair amount of people saying Cruz is going to win by KO or TKO at 27%. So make sure you get your vote in before I end it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, stay a part of the conversation, and hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. The goal is by the time this live fight is over, we should have 200 likes. That is the goal tonight. Can we do it? Can we get to that 200 like mark? Can we do it? We got 145 right now. We got a ways to go, but there are plenty enough people in here to help get it to that mark. Cruz finishing up his ring walk. Getting ready to go to the Davis ring walk. I appreciate the ring walk from Cruz, man. Very, very traditional, you know what I mean? Very traditional, kind of like Mexican style ring walk. I like the black, by the way. I mean, I don't know if you guys notice, man, but I wear a lot of dark colors. I wear a lot of black, gray, white. I'm not a guy who I don't wear bright colors, man. That's not my thing personally. You never see me wearing no like orange and purple and maybe green. You might get a green here and there, but I don't do that bright shit. Like Davis, I would never wear something like this. No disrespect, but I would never wear something like this. It's like purple and yellow and white. But this is Davis's style, though. You know what I mean? It fits him. It suits him. It suits him. Arturo, exactly. Exactly. Omega red. I'm black and dark blue. Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah, I'm simple, man. My girl gets irritated at me all the time. It's like, man, why is your closet just black, gray, and white and blue? You got to put some color in there. I'm like, man, I just, man, I got a white tee, man. That's it. I got a black tee and a white tee. I keep that shit. I keep that shit simple and clean. You know what I'm saying? Simple and clean. James P. So no Suns colors. Oh, I got the black. I got the black Suns tee with the Suns fireball coming across in red. I'll wear black and red. I'll wear black and red, but I don't do anything brighter than that. Specific volume in the building was good, bro. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. Big fight coming up, man. You came in just in time. Specific volume, just in time. Davis just made his ring walk. Leonard Ellerby, like I said earlier, looking like Casey from Casey and JoJo. For all you old heads like me who know who that is, out there in his white suit. You got Mayweather in the ring too. Cruz looking focused. No three knockdown rule. Referee or doctor can stop the fight at any time. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. If fighter can't continue due to injury from an accidental foul before the end of round 4, it's a no decision. After the end of round 4, and there's a headbutt, it will go to the scorecards. So just wanted to read that for everybody who cannot watch this fight live. So it looks like my man Arturo, he knows who Casey and JoJo is. All my life. I know you be playing that shit. Did you play that at your wedding, Arturo? I know you played that at your wedding. All my life. I know you did, bro. All right, guys. Getting ready to announce. So both fighters are in the ring now. And they're about to announce them. Jimmy's got the mic. Jimmy doing his thing, man. Jimmy Lennon Jr. See, Arturo? See, I know what I'm talking about, bro. All right, just listen to Jimmy here. He's doing all the sponsors, giving credit to all the sponsors. Got to let their sponsors get their shine, you know what I mean? They put all the money in it. I don't know what Mayweather's wearing, what kind of jacket that is. Like a green jacket, but he's got like some embroidery at the sleeves. Or at the cuffs, actually. Mayweather looking like he's trying to fight too. Mayweather looking like he's trying to fight too. He wants to fight too. It's showtime. Jimmy Lennon Jr., man, letting the people know. All right, introducing the challenger, of course, which is Isaac Cruz. Hailing from Mexico City. 22-1, 15 KOs. Nicknamed the Pitbull. He's number 2 IBF, number 8 WBA, lightweight contender. He looks pretty focused. I mean, he looked pretty focused up until the point of the fight. He's a replacement fighter. Obviously, this should have been Rolly right here. But Rolly out there dealing with some type of allegations, some sexual misconduct or some shit. So this is the guy they chose to replace him with. All you can ask from a replacement fighter is to give a great fight. You know what I mean? Now they're introducing Gervonta Davis, a.k.a. Tank, from Baltimore, Maryland. 25-0, 24 KOs. Five-time, 3 weight division. Reigning and defending, undefeated. Yep, let's do it. Hit that like button, man. Let's get up to that 200 like mark. Let's do it. Start jabbing that like button if you haven't done it yet already. I'm about to end the poll here in about 30 seconds. If you haven't voted in the poll yet, I'm about to end it at 52% of the people in here saying that Davis is going to win by KO or TKO. Referee brings him in the middle of the ring to give the final instructions. Trunks look good. Sometimes I look for that, though, actually. Sometimes the trunk be up high. And I like the referee to correct that because they be trying to get away with some shit. All right, guys, I am closing the poll. Echo, what's good, bro, man? Thanks for joining, man. Thank you for subscribing. You got to subscribe to comment. So I appreciate you, bro. And welcome to Divine Sense Boxing Commentary. We are commentating live. Round 1 just about to begin. Remember, guys, if you're watching it live, I could be a little bit behind you. That's just because I'm, from my mic to YouTube, from YouTube to you, it's going to be a little bit behind. But I'm really doing this for the people who cannot watch it live. Round 1 begins. Davis on the back foot. Cruz throws a big left hook. If you guys don't know or needed to be reminded, Tank Davis is a southpaw. So a left hook could be a good weapon for Cruz if he uses it well. We'll start off with Davis on the back foot and Cruz moving forward. And he's thrown nothing but left hooks so far, Cruz has. It looks like that's part of his game plan. I just saw Caleb Plant in the crowd, by the way. Caleb Plant with his trucker's cap on. He's always wearing a trucker's cap. Gervonta Davis looks composed, all right? Remember I mentioned that earlier for the people that were in here earlier. I said what I don't want to see from Davis is to come out like Teofimo Lopez and be too cocky. And he's not looking that way. But Cruz has landed. He just landed a right hand, looping over right hand. Landed some body shots. Cruz is taking it to him so far in this first round. Nice right hook by Davis. Got in there. Remember, Davis is a southpaw. Ooh, the shot. They tangled up feet a little bit, but Davis is okay. He almost fell over. If he did fall over, it would have been a trip. Remember, guys, we got an orthodox versus southpaw. That stuff happens. But Cruz looking determined. Remember, his nickname's a pit bull, and he's got to be a pit bull. He's got to be a pit bull to do well in this fight. He can't be scared. He can't be intimidated. I like the fact that he's coming forward. Davis with another right hook. Remember, that right hook is his lead right hook. I just saw Kawhi Leonard. I think that was Kawhi Leonard in the crowd as well. Little tie up here, the final minute of the round. Ooh, nice overhand right by Cruz. It grazed him, but I think it did connect. Didn't connect flush, but it did graze him. It was kind of surprising because Davis does have the reach advantage, but he's not using his reach very well right now. He's allowing Cruz to get up in his chest and land these looping shots. Nice left uppercut by Davis. But Cruz doesn't seem deterred. He keeps coming forward. Oh, looping left hand. Oh, Davis looks a little bit stumbled. Body shot. Davis is on the ropes. He got tagged. Oh, he recomposes himself. Davis pulling his head down, tries to throw in a sneaky body shot. The ref warns him, don't pull the head down to Tank Davis. Oh, down goes Cruz, but the referee calls it a slip. It looked like a punch to me. It did look like a punch to me. It did look like a punch, but the referee called it a slip. Right there, the last 3 seconds of the round. But I'm going to give that round to Cruz. He was aggressive, coming forward, landing body shots, and landing some looping shots over the top. I thought he looked very, very good in that first round. But you can kind of see where Tank Davis is like a cobra, right? He's getting hit. It's like a cobra against a mongoose, kind of. And a mongoose is trying to jump on him, and the snake is just trying to wait for that one big strike. And you saw it that last 10 seconds or so where he caught him. So I have it 1-0 for Cruz. Round 2. The biggest thing in this fight is once Davis starts to find his rhythm and timing, that's where we can start to see the fight go a different direction. Okay? So we have to wait and see if that happens, or if Cruz continues to put this pressure on and not allow Davis to get comfortable. So far for the start of the second round, Davis is using his feet a little bit better. He's jumping back. He's allowing his feet to do the work because he understands that Cruz has some looping shots he got hit with. So, he's now leery of it. Round 2 a little bit slower from Cruz. Not as aggressive, but still Davis on the back foot, Cruz moving forward. Davis pulling out with that right hand, finding his range. Nice left uppercut by Davis. That's a sneaky left uppercut, man, that Davis has. It's very, very sneaky. It's like it's a shot that if it hits you flush, you don't see it, down you go. Cruz not throwing as much as he did in the first round now here in the second. I think when he went down at the end of that first round, I think that shocked him a little bit. Oh, uppercut once again by Davis. He lands an uppercut. Cruz jumps into him, and right away, Davis just ties him up, which is smart when you're dealing with a come-forward fighter. So far, I got Davis winning this round. It's a bit sharper compared to the first round. Another left uppercut by Davis as Cruz tries to come in. Right uppercut that time by Davis. He's really getting those uppercuts in there now. Left hand to the body by Davis. Davis starting to find a bit of a rhythm now. Can Cruz weather it? Can Cruz shift gears and find a plan B? He needs to move his head. He can't just come in straight in. That's when you're going to get hit with those uppercuts. Davis pushing the head down of Cruz a little bit, but that's partially because Cruz is coming in with his head down. Straight left by Davis. Ooh. Cruz got a left hook in there. Davis ate it well. He got hit, but he took it. Cruz, nice little two-punch combination to the body. They go straight into a tie-up here the last 20 seconds of the second round. Davis doing well for the majority of the second round. Cruz coming on a little bit strong at the end. But remember, it's a 3-minute round. You got to win the round, not just 10, 20 seconds of it. And that's the end of the second round. I give that one to Davis. So I have it 1 round even. This fight's starting to look a little bit like a classic now. The beginning parts of it. El Jefe, what's good, bro? He says, yo, I'm back. Mongooses eat cobras. They actually, yeah, they do. And they're actually immune to venom. To a certain extent. To a certain extent. If they get bit too much, they can still get killed, actually. But I have it 1-1. Just remember, guys, when I am here commentating live, I can't see the comment section live because I'm so fixated on the fight because I'm giving you guys a real live experience when it comes to commentating. So if there's anything that you want to highlight, Super Chat helps. And in the meantime, between rounds, I'll try to jump in and read as many comments as I can. Round 3, here we go. If you haven't hit that like button yet, make sure you hit that like button. We have over 250 people in here. That means we should have over 200 likes. Wipe your feet before you enter the door. Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Round 3 has begun. Round 1 was some fireworks. Starting to slow down a little bit. Davis working behind the jab a little bit better now. Davis was throwing some nasty left and right uppercuts in that second round. Let's see if he gets back to that here in the third. Somebody did predict earlier in the comment section that Davis is going to win by knockout in the 4th round. So let's see. Cruz steps in with a nice left hook to the body. But then Davis ties him up immediately. A lot of clinching so far as well, especially when Cruz steps in really close and tries to work. It seems like Tank is tying him up, which is boxing IQ, people. A lot of people don't like it, but that's what you do to maintain a guy who's aggressive like Cruz. Cruz is, you can tell his game plan is to be in Davis's chest to try to make him uncomfortable. He's trying to get body shots in there. But this round 3 is a lot of wrestling, a lot of clinching, a lot of time wasted in the clinch in this round so far in round 3. Straight left by Davis, but it was mostly blocked by Cruz. Cruz jumps in with a big left hook to the body. Very interesting round. Unfortunately, full of a lot of clinches and wrestling here in this third round. Going to be a difficult round to score. But one thing I like from Davis so far in this third round is that he's moving his feet a lot better compared to that first round. He's letting his feet be a part of his defense. Oh, big left hook. Sorry, right hook by Davis. He's a southpaw, so it's that lead right hand. Cruz really throwing big hooks now. Now instead of getting hit by those looping shots, Davis is starting to duck underneath and wheel out. Ooh, steps in with a big left hand by Davis. Cruz took it, though. He's really starting to box now, Davis is. Cruz, like I said, man, he's got to find a plan B. If that plan in the first round went well for him and now it's starting not to, he's got to do something. So that's another round for Davis, in my opinion. So I have it so far 2-1 for Davis. Feel free to comment in the comment section on who you guys have. I see my man Specific got 2-1 for Cruz. Interesting. We're getting ready for the 4th round. One thing that I'm noticing from Davis so far is, like I said, he's starting to use his feet. He's starting to time, get in those uppercuts, tying up very nicely, trying to maintain and control the aggressiveness of Cruz. So start of round 4 for me. Now remember, guys, if you guys are tuning in, I may be a little bit behind you because of live streaming on YouTube, the latency. So just be aware of that. Make a mental note of that. But for the people that cannot watch this fight live, I'm here commentating, giving you guys round-by-round commentary. I appreciate you guys dropping by. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't yet. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Stay a part of the conversation. Started round 4. Cruz being aggressive again. Davis really relying on his boxing ability now, working behind lead uppercuts, a little bit of jabbing. But Cruz, he's going to the body pretty well. And that's what you want to do if you're Cruz. You want to go to the body. You go for the head. You start head hunting. Davis is going to start ducking underneath and get away for those shots. A little bit like Mayweather Maidana, right? Maidana coming in, aggressive, head down, right? Davis trying to move and box like Mayweather did. Oh, nice left hook by Davis. Sorry, from Cruz. My apologies. Cruz landed a nice left hook. Davis threw 2 uppercuts, a right and a left. He actually missed both of them. Referee just warned Davis. I'm not sure if it was for putting the head down or maybe a low blow. I'm not sure. But it looks like Davis has been warned by the referee at least twice now, either for pulling the head down or for shots below the belt. Davis throws a straight left. It seems like every time Davis throws a straight left, then Cruz is countering to the body, which I like. I mean, if you're going to throw something, make sure it lands. Don't just throw caution to the wind or just get pieced up. I saw a little shoulder strike there from Davis in the clinch. Lifted his shoulder up, little sneaky trick there. A bit of clinching here at the end of the fourth. Once again, tough round to score. Left uppercut by Davis again. As Cruz steps in, Davis timing that left uppercut especially. It's a tough round to score, man, because, Cruz is going to the body pretty well. He's being effective. He's being aggressive. Not landing anything big. And then you got Davis just landing, a shot here and there, pot shotting with the uppercuts and jabs and occasional straight left hands. So a difficult fight to score so far, especially in that round. But, for that round in round 4, do you go for sharp punching by Davis, or do you go with that effective aggressiveness, or was it effective enough for you to score it for Cruz? Tough one. But I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Davis on that one. Very close round though. I'm actually gonna circle that round 4 as a possible swing round. I gave it to Davis because I felt like he boxed pretty well. He landed the counter punches sharp. They landed cleaner. And although Cruz was being aggressive and landing to the body, I just feel like there's a slight edge for Davis there when it came to sharp counter punching. Round 5. If you're tuning in to join the commentary, I appreciate you. Let's get those likes all the way up to 200. Let's get them up to 200. Let's go. Round 5 now. Starts a bit slow in the round 5. Still Cruz moving forward. Davis on the back foot. Davis feels comfortable on the back foot, though, and he paws out with that right hand. I would rather him, actually jab with that right hand instead of just pawing out with it. Because if Cruz is a smart fighter, he's going to read that, and he's going to start counting over that kind of pawing right hand and counter over with his left hook, which he just tried to do right there. He didn't land it, but it looks like he's reading it, though. But it seems to me that Davis, what he wants to do is he wants to time Cruz coming in so he can get in a left uppercut. Oh, nice straight left hand by Davis. All right. Anytime you guys hear a little bit of silence, if you're listening to the commentary because you're not able to watch the fight, that's usually because they're in the clinch. If they're not punching, not much to say other than the referee, breaking up the clinch. And they have clinched a lot in this fight so far, 5 rounds in. And that happens when you got a boxer like Davis, puncher, I should say, by Davis, and then a come forward aggressive style like Cruz. You're going to see a lot of clinching. And I was pretty much mentally prepared for that. Nice step in left hook to the body by Cruz there. Oh, big left hand by Davis. So it looks like it's getting a bit rough. Davis just pushed Cruz away. Referee warns him again. So Davis has been warned 3 different times, I believe, for 3 different things. One was for pushing the head down. That one was for pushing him away. And another one was for punching below the belt. So it's getting a little bit rough in there. Big looping right hand by Cruz. Davis wheels out. Ooh, Davis really loaded up with that right hook to the body. Davis has shown a lot of boxing skill now. And he continues to slowly, I think, time Cruz. Even though Cruz he's getting in these body shots here and there, looping right hands. But I think he's just missing a bit too much for me to give him the advantage of the round. So I'm going to give that round once again to Davis. So far I have it 4 rounds to 1 for Davis. Now, hopefully, people are wondering, like, oh, are you a bit biased, Divine? I'm just calling it as I see it, man. I mean, I'm commentating as we go. So, no bias at all, man. We have a swing round in 4. The 4th round could have definitely been a swing round, which then it would make it on my scorecard, instead of being 4-1, it would be 3-2. But yeah, that's just the way I see it so far, going into round number 6. Mangus Allen, bro, I appreciate that immensely, man. You're better than the Showtime crew, man. I appreciate it, bro. All right, guys, we got 300 people in here, 330 people to be exact. We should have well over 200 likes by now. Round number 6. All right, here we go. Oh, Davis really starting to come out now. Now he's jabbing. I mentioned that earlier, that Davis needs to jab. Instead of just pawing the right hand out, he actually needs to jab. He starts the round jabbing and throwing the left hand down the pipe as well for Davis. Oh, but Cruz lands a nice right hand. If anybody's wondering, I actually predicted a late round stoppage for Davis. Let's see if my prediction will hold up. Cruz is definitely game. Ooh, steps in with another nice left hook to the body by Cruz. Left hook by Cruz to the head that time. So he doubled up, body head. Another left hook to the head by Cruz, partially blocked by Davis. Cruz doesn't seem like he's too deterred so far. He's taken most of Davis's hard punches. But then again, Davis is also taking Cruz's punches. So far, there doesn't seem to be a power advantage. So far. Ooh, nice left uppercut by Davis. He's starting to time it. But I got Cruz slightly ahead in this round so far. Let's see if he can keep up the pressure. If I'm Cruz, man, I just keep going to the body. The Davis is now starting to duck up underneath those left hooks that Cruz throws. You might as well just go straight to the body. The head moves, the body doesn't. And it looks like through the defense of Davis, he's not protecting the body nearly as much as he's leery about getting shot or getting hit with the looping shot over the top. Ooh, nice right uppercut by Cruz. Cruz doing well in this round. He needs to finish it strong, though. Davis didn't have a bad round, but you still need to finish this round with an exclamation point if you're Cruz. Last 30 seconds of the 6th. The one thing that stands out for Cruz as well is like he lands some big shots, but now he just missed like 2 big right hands in a row. So he's missing a lot as well, and he's putting a lot of energy behind these missed punches. So will that come into play, later in the fight? Davis seems a little bit more controlled, a bit more systematic with his punches, doesn't want to waste as many punches. Another close round, but I'm going to give Cruz the benefit of the doubt in that round, and I'm going to give it to Cruz. So I see my man Specific Volume. He has it 4-2 for Davis. So we got everyone's scorecard's a little bit different, man. That's part of boxing. You know what I mean? It's very, very subjective on how you see the fight. I'm calling it as I see it. So Malik Dean or Adin, sorry, or Odin. My apologies, Malik Odin. You're truly a blessing, bro. Genuine and very sincere. I love it. Well, I appreciate you, man. Hopefully you're subscribed to the channel and continue to plug in and be a part of the conversation, man. I appreciate you. And yeah, I love this commentating stuff, man. And every like means a lot. The very least you guys can do is hit that like button, get the likes all the way up. If you want to show a little bit of extra love, send that super chat, and I appreciate you. Round number 7. All right, so we're starting to get into the middle rounds here. So far, I got Davis up. A lot of punching up close and getting into the clinch once again. Hopefully, we can get some like exchange. Some type of exchange would be nice instead of like both of them throwing one or two shots at a time and then getting tied up. All right. Oh, Davis starting to let his hands go a little bit. Just keep throwing that left hand down the pipe. Nice counter left hand there by Cruz as Davis just landed like 4 straight left hands down the pipe. It's good. This fight's a bit interesting, man, because sometimes, Davis is landing a fresh and flush counter shot when Cruz is working and landing to the body, but then sometimes Cruz will do that, where Davis is landing some shots and then Cruz will land a big counter. Oh, you thought Cruz, man, going back to the body again. I'm telling you, people, man, if you're going for Cruz, you want him to continue to dig to that body. There's really no need to go for that head right now in the 7th round. No need to do it yet. Put your work into the body. Put your work in. That body don't move. Oh, Davis putting in a 3-punch combination. Oh, big right hook by Davis. Cruz looks a little bit wobbly. Oh, Davis, nice right hook to the body. Davis really letting his hands go now. Right hook by Davis again. Davis really starting to let his hands go here in the last minute of the 7th round. This is a really crazy round because Cruz did very well in the beginning part of the round, but now Davis is letting his hands go. So now you got to judge this fight based off of clean punching now. Oh, nice left hand by Davis. Davis really letting his hands go now. Some of them are being blocked, but some of them are definitely landing on Cruz. Cruz looks like the first time that I've noticed Cruz look a little bit deterred now. A little bit hesitant now. Because I think he's taking some shots and he's like, whoa. Whoa. He actually does hit hard once he lets his hands go. Body by Cruz again. Cruz says, nope, I ain't done, man. This is a fight. This is a fight, bro. End of the 7th round. Wow. Tough round to score. Cruz started very well. Davis picked it up. But then Cruz ended it well. Very, very tough round to score. Remember, guys, we have 3 minutes in a round, right? So when you score, you got to think about those 3 minutes. You can't just think about 30 seconds of clean punches landed. You got to think about the whole 3 minutes of that round and how you saw it. Very tough round to score. But for the 7th round, I'm going to have to give it to Davis. Once again, those clean punches, you know what I mean? Those clean punches got in there for me. Cruz did okay in the first part of the round. Not great, okay. He finished really good, but because he just did okay in the first part and Davis did extremely well in the middle part of it, I'm going to give it to Davis. Round 8 of this championship fight. I see that super chat in there by Eye to the Eye, bro. I appreciate you, man. I'm glad I caught that before 8th round started, bro. I appreciate you. Every super chat matters just like every like matters. Over 300 people in here. We should get up to 250 likes. Round 8 begins. Cruz, a lot of bobbing and weaving. Cruz goes down, but it looks like another slip. Remember, guys, we got an orthodox and southpaw fighter. Their feet get tangled up. Oh, nice left hook by Davis. Left hand by Davis. Jab by Davis. Left hand by Davis. Starting to really pick him off. And this is what Cruz, you don't want to be in that position if you're Cruz. You don't want to just be standing in front of him. You got to move your head or step into him. Oh, nice left hand to the body by Davis again. Left hand by Davis. Davis is really starting to show his boxing ability now. Cruz needs to try to go into that plan B. He needs to try to find a plan B. Wow, Cruz is really missing now with big shots, looping shots. Those looping shots that he was landing earlier, now he's missing them. Now Davis has kind of figured out the timing now. If you're Cruz, you might want to just throw this round away to reserve some energy in the tank just in case it does go late. You can try to put something together late and try to land something. Davis has boxed very, very well in this 8th round. Clean shots, punched more, made Cruz miss big shots. Last 40 seconds of the 8th round. Cruz was doing so good at the body, man. He had totally abandoned the body in this round. It's like he gifted Davis this round. He totally gave him a gift, I think, in my opinion. Oh, got a couple good right hands in there by Cruz. Cruz goes down again. But that was because in the clinch, Davis was kind of pushing him down. A lot of wrestling, and Cruz. Oh, nice right uppercut by Cruz. Cruz seems upset about having his head pushed down a lot. So 3 or 4 big punches landed by by Cruz. But it wasn't enough to win the round, in my opinion. I give that round once again to Davis. So Davis on my scorecard starting to pull away now. It's starting to get a big gap on the scorecards. I see my man Specific Volume says a KO is on the way. Arturo says, I think Cruz is going into survival mode. I think Davis will take it from here. It looks that way. Cruz was going to the body really well, man. And he just completely abandoned it there in that 8th round. Getting ready for the 9th round now. If you guys are just tuning in, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. When you subscribe, you stay a part of this amazing boxing conversation. Hit that notification bell as well so you get notified anytime I go live in another big fight. We are starting round number 9. I predicted a late round stoppage for Davis. So let's see if my prediction stands up. Cruz throwing his hands a bit better in this 9th round now. Ooh! Nice left hook by Cruz. Davis pushing the head down again. Davis has gotten a lot of warnings, but no points taken away. Cruz has taken, I got to give Cruz respect, man. He has taken some big shots by Davis, and he's still looking like he's part of the game. Steve Farhood gave Cruz that 8th round. I don't know how he gave him that 8th round. I don't know how he gave Cruz that 8th round. That's crazy. I thought Davis boxed really well in that 8th round. So about a minute and 40 seconds to go here in this 9th round. Cruz came out strong. I got Cruz winning this round so far. Cruz needs to go to the body. He really needs to go to the body because Davis is looking and very leery of those looping right hands to the head. He needs to go straight to the body. Just rip to it. Just rip to that body. Davis he throws a 3-punch combination, but lands 2 out of 3 by Davis. Pumping the jab out there now. Really pumping the jab out there now by Davis. Jab left hand by Davis. Jab left hand by Davis again. Starting to let his hands go. Now Davis is starting to take control of the round, even though Cruz won the first part of the round. Last minute of the 9th. Who will take this round? Whoever wins this last minute will take this round. Whoever takes this last minute, I will give them the round. Who wants it? Who wants this round? No punches thrown for 15 seconds here. Middle of the ring. Davis throws 2 big punches, and Cruz slips those punches. So nothing landed for the past probably 30 seconds. They go straight into a clinch once again. So this past minute, I was looking for someone to take advantage of this last minute, and nobody's doing nothing. Finally, Davis goes to the body, but Cruz counters to the body as well. Another difficult round to score. Last 10 seconds. Nobody really did much in this last minute of this round. Ooh. Nice right hand by Cruz. I'm going to give that to Cruz. He started good. He kind of fell behind a little bit in the middle part of the rounds. But how I score fights, man, sometimes I give the benefit of the doubt to the aggressor. I give him the benefit of the doubt. When the boxer or the boxer puncher does well, but just not good enough to earn the respect to win the round, where I've given Davis a lot of rounds. I gave him the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th round, 8th round. But in that one, I give it to Cruz. My scorecard's looking pretty close, man. My scorecard's looking pretty damn close. I've given Davis 5 rounds so far. That's right, 5 rounds to 4 so far. Round number 10. I have it 5 rounds to 4 to Davis. Round 10. I predicted stoppage by Davis in 9 or 10. Cruz he's got Davis in the corner. And he released some shots. He landed one big one, but 3 or 4 of the punches didn't really land flush. Cruz should have kept him in the corner. Right hand by Cruz. Once again, Cruz starts the round strong. If Cruz wins this round, the fight is even on my scorecard. Nice right hand by Davis. Davis needs to have a little bit of urgency, in my opinion. Davis needs to have a little bit of urgency. He needs to understand that this fight could be closer than what he realizes. Oh. Nice left hand by Davis there. He's starting to pick him off a little bit in this round. Steve Farhood gave Davis the 9th, and I gave it to Cruz. Me and Steve Farhood, man, we are not seeing the fight the same. But to be fair, the 9th round was very close. The 9th round was very, very close. Just like the 4th round. So I'm going to circle the 9th round as well. Going into the clinch again. 9th and 4th round to me could be swing rounds. 4th round I gave it to Davis. 9th round I gave it to Cruz. Last minute and 10 seconds to go here in the 10th. Both fighters starting to slow down. Not a lot of punches thrown here for about 15 seconds or so. Oh, there goes Cruz. He comes on the attack. Got Davis on the rope, starts throwing combinations. Lands a couple of them, but misses 2 or 3 as well. Ooh, nice right hand, left hand by Cruz. Davis doesn't seem hurt, though. Cruz started this round very strong. The middle was quiet, not a lot of punches thrown, with Davis, landing some slick and smooth counters. But here towards the end of the round, Cruz has turned it up again. Something big needs to someone land big last 5 seconds. Oh, Cruz goes to the body. Ends the round. I got to give that to Cruz, man. I got to give that to Cruz. So I think on my scorecard, it's even. I got it even. Specific Volumes got a 7-3. Davis Cruz got him on that time. Yeah. It's been a great, great fight so far. Very, very difficult to score. Very difficult fight to score. I mean, you got a guy who's very aggressive. Mangus Allen, bro. What's good, bro? Great fight to my birthday. Happy birthday to Mangus Allen, man. That's what's up. Great fight on your birthday. Absolutely. Happy birthday, man. Hope you're enjoying your birthday so far. All right, we're getting ready for the 11th round. Very, very good fight so far. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet to stay a part of the conversation. All right, if you're Cruz, don't abandon the body. Don't abandon the body. Don't get greedy. Just because you had a good round, don't get greedy. Stay on task. Go straight to the body. Get Davis on the ropes. Right hand to the body by Cruz. Another right hand to the body by Cruz. I hope Davis doesn't think that he's up and he's just taking it easy. I like I said in the last round, Davis needs to show a little bit of urgency here. On my scorecard, I got it even. So, who wants it? One thing that I would have liked to see Davis do a bit more in this fight is jab. He's done it, and when he's done it, he's done well. Steve Farhood has Davis up by 2 rounds. I have it even. I have it even with 2 swing rounds, the 4th round and the 9th round. Ooh, digging to the body by Cruz. That's good. Nice jab by Cruz. Davis returns with his jab, but it was mostly blocked by Cruz. Not a lot of punching here in the 11th round, middle of the ring. Cruz jumps in, and then Davis tries to counter with his right hook. Last 45 seconds of the 11th. Nice jab by Davis. I think whoever turns it up this last part of the round might win it. He might take it. Last 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds of the round. Cruz has came into this fight tonight and was... Ooh, nice looping right hand by Cruz. Nice jab by Cruz. Cruz has came into this fight as a pit bull. Come forward, not deterred, not hurt by punches. He's been outboxed at times in the fight, but he hasn't lost his motivation. Very tough round to score. Very, very, very tough round to score once again. Man. Davis with some nice counters, and Cruz. See, the corner telling Davis the jab was working for you. I've been saying this the whole time. I've been saying that. Look, man, Cruz came in early in the round, did well, and it becomes a situation where it's like, God damn, that ring girl. Oh, man, she fine as hell. Whew. Shit distracting me, man. You know what, man? I got to give it to Cruz. I just got to give it to Cruz, man. I don't see urgency from Davis in the 10th and 11th round. I don't see any urgency. I really don't. I really, really don't. All right, final round of the fight. This round, on a lot of people's scorecards, could win the fight. I have Cruz up, I believe, by 1 round. Both fighters have to empty the tank here. You can't just assume that you're up. You can't. You got to take it. You got to take it to your opponent here. Remember, I got Cruz up by 1 round, but I have 2 big swing rounds here in the 9th and the 4th round that could have went either way. So it's very easy. You can have Davis up by 1. You can have Cruz up by 1. Oh, nice right hook by Davis. Boxing well. I have a feeling that Davis is fighting like he thinks he's won the fight. Not willing to engage really that much other than move and hook and some jabs. So, in my opinion, he's fighting this last round like he thinks he's won the fight. Which might be true. Steve Farhood has Davis up by 1 round. See, that's what I'm saying. He has Davis up by, nice right hand to the body. Davis got off balance, stumbled a little bit. I don't think he was hurt, but definitely stumbled. The judges see that. Last minute 15 of the final round. Who's going to finish it? Who's going to take it? Close fight. Ooh! Down goes Davis, but I think it was a slip. Davis went down, but it was a slip. Davis has done well boxing in this round, but like I said, he's fighting like he's already won it. So if you're Cruz, you got to go for broke now. Last 45 seconds. Who's going to take it? Final round. I have Cruz up by 1 round. But I do have Davis winning this round so far. I think he's boxed well. Cruz jumping in with his head down. A lot of wrestling. Last 20 seconds. Man, this could have been a 15-round fight. This could have been a 15-rounder. Last 10 seconds. Anything big going to land? Last 10. Cruz throws a big right hand, doesn't land. Big left hook, it lands, but Davis eats it. Fight's over. Cruz puts his hands up. Davis puts his hands up. I give Davis that final round, which I believe on my scorecard, I believe it's a draw. I got to count it out here. I got to call it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds for Davis. 6-6, people. I have it 6-6. I got a draw, man. And the thing about it is that I got 2 big swing rounds that could have went either way. I circled the 4th round because it was so damn close, right? And I gave that 4th round to Davis, and I thought it was a swing round. Then round 9 was a swing round, in my opinion. I gave that one to Cruz. So that means that the 4th round could have went to Cruz, and the 9th round could have went to Davis. Either way, man, in my opinion, this is either a draw or 1 round up for Davis or 1 round up for Cruz. That's how I see it, man. Either one of those 3 scenarios, I'm cool with it. This fight was super close. Very difficult to score just because Cruz was the aggressor the entire night. He was going to the body very well. And Davis was slightly more crisper with his counter punches, landing flush counter shots, especially in the middle rounds where I scored. I gave Davis 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? And that was when he was throwing that left uppercut and timing Cruz as he was coming in. But Cruz picked it up in the 9th, 10th, and 11th round. In the 9th and 10th, 11th round, I feel like Cruz picked it up. He was aggressive. He was going to the body well. Davis wasn't letting his hands go, doing that same type of crisp countering that he was doing earlier. And I feel like Davis wasn't fighting with urgency in the 10th, 11th round. And I just feel like Cruz was outworking him, especially in that 10th and 11th round. The 12th round, though, of course, I did give it to Davis, which then makes it a draw. So once again, here come the scorecards here momentarily. But once again, this fight should be a draw, 1 round for Davis, or 1 round for Cruz. And I would be cool with any 3 of those scenarios. I hope we don't see no lopsided scorecards. Here they come. I'm not going to read the comment section because y'all might be ahead of me. $116, $112. $115, $113 for Davis. $116, $112 for Davis. Wow. Well, wow. I'm not going to complain too much about 115, 113. I'm not going to complain about that too much. 116, 112. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Even with 2 swing rounds, I just don't see 116, 112. Now remember, guys, I had 2 swing rounds, round 4 and 9. Round 4 and 9 could have went. Both of those could have went to Cruz. Both of them could have went to Davis. If you gave both of those swing rounds to Davis, then yeah, he wins 115, 113. So I'm not going to complain about that. Interviewing Davis here. Davis said he hurt his left hand in the 6th round. He said he hit him on top of the head and he hurt his left hand. He said he couldn't really throw it, which, yeah, I did kind of notice that a bit. He started jabbing better, which he should have been jabbing earlier. If he would have jabbed more, maybe he could have saved his left hand. Still interviewing Tank Davis here. They got Cruz coming up. They shook hands. It was a great fight. Tank said that even though that Cruz didn't get the victory, a star was born tonight. And Cruz did show a lot of toughness. He took some big shots from Davis and kept coming forward. Jimmy, now they're saying that, oh, it seemed like you took control from the 7th round on. I didn't see that personally. I gave Cruz 7. I gave Davis 8. And I gave Cruz 9. That was a swing round, though. But I feel like 10 and 11, he let his foot off the gas. He gives a shout out to Kobe. They're in LA. He's got 24 and 8 on his trunks. So respect for that for Davis. Let me know how you guys scored it. A Condo's exciting fight. Absolutely. The DC. I missed the whole damn fight. How'd you miss it, bro? You were up in here. I was commentating, bro. Christian NWO says 116, 112 essentially means one fighter won 2 more rounds than the other. Yeah, 113, 115 is 7-5, 116 to 112 is 8-4. Yeah. Kondo said he had an 8-4. 8-4, I'm guessing, for Davis. Pimp my sniper. He says F Showtime, man. All about the zone now. Damn. I'll drop a link here just in a moment for anybody that wants to jump in and chop it up with me. Just give me a moment here because I want to listen to this post-fight interview here. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody dropping in, listening to this live, man. Make sure you like the stream before you head out. Cruz says that's this type of fight. He says, they call me, that's why they call me Pitbull. I pressure. He said that he saw that Davis couldn't use his left hand around the 5th. And they asked him, did you try to take advantage of it? I'm just waiting for the answer. He said not necessarily. He just tried to keep pressuring, try to make a good fight for the fans. And he said, thank you to Mayweather. Thank you to the Staples Center. Thank you to Manny Pacquiao Promotions. So those are the post-fight interviews, man. All right. Apologize for that. I clicked the wrong damn button. I was trying to close the fight, but I ended up closing up my own damn stream. All right, guys. So I'm about to drop this link in here, and I'm going to keep it open for 15, 20 minutes. I do have some things I need to do today. Don't forget, guys, it is Monday for me out here, man. I called off work to do this stream, so don't have a lot of time to spend here just chopping it up like I did last night. But I will open it up for those who do want to join and just, leave some comments on how you saw the fight. So there is the link there in the chat. Feel free to click it, jump in, and give me your thoughts. If there's a troll in here that tries to get in, you will be verified, of course. So don't try it. And so, yeah, I mean, anybody that is just joining, I commentated during the entire fight live. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys were entertained. We may have seen the fight a little bit differently. You may have scored it a little bit differently. But, I just try to keep it authentic, man. I don't beat around the bush and get swayed by the comment section and whatever. I mean, I'm in my little man cave here all by myself. I got no outside influence. I got my headphones on, listening and really looking at the fight. Very, very close fight. It's a fight where, you really can't get upset by, some rounds going to Davis or some rounds going to Cruz. I think I said that like 5 times in this fight. Like close round, very close round, tough to score, tough to score, tough to score. And it really was because you would have Cruz come in and win the first part of the round, and then Davis would just start piecing him up and letting his hands go and landing flush counter shots in the middle part of the round. And then the last 30 seconds, Cruz would throw a flurry. and sway the crowd and possibly sway the judges. So when you get a fight like that, it's just really, really hard to score it. But I thought that Davis was actually going to win by stoppage. And that didn't happen. You know what I mean? We saw a fight go the distance, and I'm a bit surprised by that. But you know what, man? Cruz was game. Cruz came to fight. Dan Dila, Yaz, what's good, man? I see you in the backstage. If you can open your camera for me real quick, man, I appreciate that, so I can see who you are. Arturo says, not a robbery, but razor thin fight. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a robbery. I don't specifically like 116, 112 personally. 115, 113, I can live with that. But 116, 112, I just feel like, I mean, where are you giving these extra rounds to Davis, man? I feel it was a bit closer than that. I officially had it a draw on my official scorecards. I had it 6 rounds to 6. Davis won that 12th round, which made it a draw for me. And there was 2 swing rounds that I highlighted on my scorecard here, which was the 9th and the 4th. Could have went either way. And if you give Davis both of those swing rounds, then basically Davis does win by 2 rounds, right? He wins by 2 points. So that way, 115, 113 does make sense. Or sorry, 116, 112. I apologize, makes sense. So I'm okay with it. It would have made it a little bit more interesting if one judge actually gave it to Cruz, and this was a split decision. If one judge actually gave it to Cruz, and then 2 judges gave it to Davis, that would have made it a little bit more interesting. But you know what? At the end of the day, man, Davis did show some boxing ability. He showed, that he can get out of the way with the guy from a guy like Cruz is not easy. You know what I mean? And if you know anything about boxing and you've been in the boxing ring before, fighting an aggressive style that throws these, like, they got their head down and they're throwing these big looping shots, it's not as easy as it looks, man. You got to be sharp. You got to move your feet. You got to get out of the way. You got to counter and also protect yourself. You know what I mean? Because those are the type of shots that hurt people, that drop people. On that note, I didn't notice either one of the fighters really hurt, in the fight by any particular punch. Maybe a little bit buzzed, but I didn't see anything where a fighter was really hurt. They had to cover up. They had a hold. I feel like there was no huge power advantage. And finally, Tank Davis, he's got 24 knockouts, but he finally got a win on his belt where it's not a knockout. So we know that he can go 12, though. We know he can go 12. So that's another thing to look at. I think it's a good fight. I mean, people are Joey, you're saying, like, did you pay for the fight? I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, I thought it was a good fight. Like, you didn't think it was a good fight? How could you think that it's not a good fight? I thought it was a good fight. I mean, people want to put $80 on it. If you don't think it's worth $80, I guess that's a matter of an opinion. But I feel like it's a damn good fight. I mean, I was commentating about this shit like I was into it. I was into it. I was into the fight the whole time. I barely had enough time to read the comments. And yeah, that's a fair point by my man Trick Boxing. He says, dude, good fight. Bro hurt his hand. Cruz admitted he had hurt his hand, so kill the robbery mess. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Davis said he hurt his hand. Nothing to sneeze at, nothing to laugh about. And I did notice that he wasn't really throwing, because he was throwing big left uppercuts early in the fight. And then all of a sudden, he just stopped doing it. And he was timing Cruz with those left uppercuts as well. Every time Cruz tried to leap in. And he kind of stopped throwing it. And I just thought, maybe he he missed a few, so he was trying to change it up. But now that he's saying that he hurt his hand, that kind of makes sense because then he started throwing from the right hand. He really throwing from that lead hand quite a lot. So it's actually, if you think about it, half the fight he doesn't have his left hand when he's a southpaw as well, right? So that's his power punch. If you think about it, it's quite impressive. Javier says Tank's career is over, broski. Why do you think it's over, bro? Why do you think it's over? Because of his hand? His career is over because of his hand? Yeah, specific volume. Very good fight. Yeah, it does. It was for sure. Very good fight, man. Nobody should be disappointed. Nobody should be disappointed. Ron Miller says, I had it 7-5 for Tank. Not upset about that. Not upset about that. I had it a draw. So I did have 2 rounds highlighted here that were swing rounds. So if you gave those 2 swing rounds to Davis, then yeah, he would win 7. Right, well, so he was 6-6. If you won those 2 swing rounds, then it would be, yeah, okay. So you win by 2. So, yeah, man. If you just give Davis one of those swing rounds, then it would be 7-5. If you gave him both of those swing rounds, it'll be 8-4. But I don't think you can give him both of those swing rounds. Maybe one out of the 2, which would then make it 7-5. So I have no problem with the 7-5. Hmm. 115, 113, 116, 112 were the official scorecards. Even though I had it a draw, I mean, I feel like I just can't be upset about that. I can't be upset about that scorecard. I prefer a 115, 113 over a 116, 112. But I can't really find myself being upset about those scorecards. It's a really close fight. And at the end of the day, one thing we do have to remind ourselves of is Tank is the champ. You know what I mean? You got to take it from the champ. I believe in that. I believe you got to give the benefit of the doubt to the champ, especially when it's a close fight. So in that regard, I just can't be too upset about these scorecards. I just can't. And normally I get very heated. You guys know me. If you guys been a part of Devon Since Boxing for some time, you guys know how I get. A lot of times I get really, really upset about these scorecards when I feel like they're egregious. But I don't really feel that way in this one. Even though my scorecard was different than the actual scorecards, 115, 113, I mean, for Davis, I mean, I just can't get upset about that. I just can't get upset about that. They got Davis winning by 1 round. So I just can't get upset about it. So yeah, I put the link in the chat. One guy tried to join. I said he had to reveal himself. He wasn't willing to do it, so he left. So I guess that nobody else wants to jump up in here, man. And if you do, you better put your hand up because I'm probably going to close this stream. And I've enjoyed this, man. I've enjoyed chopping it up with you guys like I do every single time in any type of big fight. I've started to make a trend of this now. You know, I did it during the Wilder and Fury fight. I did it for Plant and Canelo. I did it for the Haney fight, and now I've done it for this fight. So I've done it 4 times now. I've enjoyed it. And, I also did it for the Benavidez fight as well. So I've enjoyed this, man. And hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as well. Hopefully this is my niche. Because I'm not going to be one of these channels, unfortunately. I wish I could, but I just don't have the time or patience to be one of these channels that drop like 2 or 3 videos a day and breaking news type stuff like Blue Blood and Ego and Champ Side. I just can't keep up with that, man. I got way too much shit going on in my life to do that. But hopefully, this is that type of niche that I can have, is live commentary, breakdowns, and predictions, and just keep it 100. You know what I mean? So hopefully that's what it is, and I'm glad to see that you guys want to be a part of that, and hopefully you guys have smashed that like button. If you're new to the channel, hopefully you smash that subscribe button and continue to stay a part of the conversation, because it just makes the 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 stream much more enjoyable. You know what I mean? When you have a lot of people in here commenting, getting excited, putting in their scorecards, and you have a little bit of a back and forth. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. So make sure you hit that like button when you're here new to the channel. Looks like we did get up to close to 500 people in here. So I couldn't have done it with the people that hit that like button. I couldn't have done it without the people that have reminded people to hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, man. I appreciate you guys immensely. Javier, I appreciate you, man. Deanna Branch in the building. I'm not sure if you watched the fight live, Deanna, but it was a great fight. I enjoyed it. I commentated live. And Master Storm, I see you. Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you guys get up out of here. C Wood in the building was good, bro. I see you as well. I dropped a link for anybody that wanted to come in and just leave some thoughts, but it doesn't look like anybody was willing to do it. It's late at night. Maybe you guys are up in your pajamas or some shit. You ain't trying to get up on the mic. I don't know what the deal is, but it's all good. It is, Monday afternoon for me, man. I called off work to go live here and chop it up with you guys, man. So unfortunately, I can't do another 3-4 hour live stream like I did last night, unless somebody wants to put their hand up real quickly and jump in here. But I'm probably going to wrap it up here. But look, just for the people that just did join here a little bit late, I scored the fight a draw, man. I had it a draw. I had no dog in this fight. I wasn't going for anybody. I did officially predict when I first started the live stream before the fight started. I said that I thought that Davis would win by a late round stoppage. That didn't happen, obviously, but Davis did end up winning the fight. So the guy that I predicted to win ultimately won. So just like I predicted Haney to win, he won. Once again, man, I get another prediction correct. I just keep getting these predictions right. You know what I mean? And the crazy thing is I don't even watch 135 really that much. I don't really watch anything below 147. I really don't. So that just shows you guys how much knowledge I have, man. I just keep dropping these predictions. And I believe the only two that I got wrong was obviously Wilder Fury, which I don't really feel too bad about for obvious reasons, which we won't get into in tonight's live stream. And what was the other fight that I didn't get? There's one more. Oh, not Plant Canelo, because I predicted Canelo to win that. I can't remember. There's another one, man, that I didn't predict correctly, but nonetheless, I think I'm something like 7-2 or 8-2 since I came back in July when it comes to predicting fights. So that's why. You know what I'm saying? You're subscribed to Divine Sense Boxing to get these predictions, to get these breakdowns, to get this live commentary. If you put some money down, I make you a little bit more confident. If you're betting for the underdog, and I tell you, hey, you put your money on the underdog, yo, I think the underdog is gonna win too. Boost your confidence a little bit to put the money on the underdog. Oh, by the way, I predicted Crawford to beat Porter, which happened. I predict Canelo to beat Plant, which happened. Back when Tank Davis beat Mario Barrios, I predicted Tank to win that one, and it happened. I predict Haney to win, and it happened. I predict Usyk to beat Joshua, and it happened. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Nate, Pacquiao, Ugas. You could be right on that one. You could be right, Nate. I had Spence beating Pacquiao for sure. But when Spence dropped out of the fight, Ugas came in. I think I said that it'll be a very tough fight. Ugas might shock people. But I think you're right. I think I said that Pacquiao should win. So that could be that second fight that I can't remember um, that I predicted. So that wasn't correct. Cambosas. Yes. Arturo, thank you. Thank you. That's it. I mean, I was like, man, I knew there was one that was recently. Yes, you are right, man. I predicted Teofimo to win that fight, bro. I did. I did predict Teofimo to win that fight. And Cambosos, I think, not only shocked me, but shocked the whole damn world, bro. Real talk. So, yeah. Nonetheless, though, man, I keep my shit like 75, 80% accurate over here. It's impossible to have 100% in boxing. Boxing's too crazy. You got scorecards, you got like corrupt referees, judges, and shit. You get like a cut in the fight. It's just so much variables, right? When it comes to boxing, you're never going to predict everything 100% accurate. But I think if you can keep that 75 to 80% ratio, then you're doing good, man. You're doing very, very good. So I think that's where we're gonna end it, guys. Make sure, as I said, man, I was hoping that we can get up to 300 likes. I don't know if we're gonna make it. I was really hoping to have that 300 likes. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Most of you guys who enjoyed the content have already hit that like button. I appreciate you guys immensely. We did have a poll in here earlier um, where 51% of the people thought that Tank would actually win by knockout. So nobody got that right. For the people that predicted Tank to win by decision, well, salute to you. Salute to you. Good call. Um, but yeah, man, like I said, man, I've enjoyed this. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, then shit, you won't know when I go live again. You might miss it. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell as well. That makes sure that you get notified to your phone every time I go live or drop a vid. And of course, hit that like button before you leave, man. I appreciate everyone, man. You guys stay up. Sunday night for you guys, man. Get some rest. New week tomorrow. Gotta go to work, hit the grind, take care of the kids, whatever the hell you gotta do, man. We back on that grind. It's holiday season. If you haven't done your Christmas shopping yet, I would advise you get it done now, man. Because Amazon, they about to be out of stock. You know what I mean? All these the mall, everywhere, it's gonna be out of stock. So get it now. Get it now. I do all my Christmas shopping like before Thanksgiving. I ain't playing. I do everything. I get all that Black Friday, everything. I just get it. I just knock it all out. Wrap them up, hide them in the closet so my kids can't find them and shit. I'm set. Get my Christmas tree up. So, yeah, man. Get prepared, man, and enjoy the festive season, man. I'll be back on here again. Of course, I'll try to start dropping some more prediction and breakdown videos. I haven't done that in a while. I've just been going live. It's really the only thing that I have time to do. But I'm going to try to get back into it a little bit more and talk about some more interesting topics when it comes to boxing, man. But appreciate you guys, man. Salutes, and see you guys on the next one.